Hey Dwelly, it's Deanna here at the office, and I am going to explain to you today Rolling 30. If you've been on our team and seen Zillow leads or seen reporting, you've probably seen this term before, and many are confused as to how it applies to their specific situation. So I'm hoping today that I can help make some clarity on Rolling 30 days. So here I have a calendar for us, and you'll see that some of the leads are already filled in, okay? Let's say Agent Sally starts taking leads on the 6th day of the month, just a random day I've picked, and on that first day, she takes one lead. Now we know that we are taking a snapshot of 30 days. So this day to this day is 30 days. Good? Okay. So we also know that the cap on the number of leads that you can take is 20. All right. So on day 1, Sally takes one lead. Day 2, she takes another lead. Day 3, 4, 5, no leads. Day 6, 2, day 7, 1. So this is that first week, right? So in that first week, how many leads does she have? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Same thing. Down further, you can see how the number of leads accumulates inside of the 30 days. Well, on this day, she hits the cap of 20 leads and she's paused. So this day, this day, this day, this day, and this day, she's unable to take any more leads until we get to a day 31 so that one of these can fall off. So let's say the 5th comes. This is now day 30, and now this is day 1. This lead here is going to fall off. All right, so how many leads does she have now? She has 19 leads. Now, let's say she doesn't get any today. All right, and the next day comes. Still a 30-day window, right? Okay, so the next day comes and this lead falls off. So how many leads does she have now? She has 18 leads. Let's just say she gets 1 on this day. Okay, so when we look at the next day, this falls off, but we've added 1, right? So now we're back to 19. Make sense? All right, let's keep going. So the calendars keep moving. Say she gets 1 more. Okay, that brings her back up to her 20. And now she's paused again, right? The calendar keeps moving. Let's see, we'll mark those off. The 30-day segments keep moving. Does she have any available leads to take today on this day right here on the 8th? No, right? Because she's still capped at her 20. So she still can't take any leads. All right. So we move this. Now she has 2 leads available that have fallen off. Okay. So now she is back to 18 leads. So she could take 2 or she could take none. Let's just say she gets 1. All right, and now we're at 19 leads. Okay, we move the days again. This one falls off. We're now at 18 leads. Let's just say she doesn't take 1 here. We move again. Now, there were no leads to be taken here, but she's at 18 leads. So she could have taken 2 here, but let's say she doesn't. Okay. When this day moves to the next day, another lead becomes available. in her capped number of leads. So now she's at 17. Okay? Does that make sense? So if this continues, you'll see how you get 20 leads. It's inside of this 30-day window. So today and 29 days ago. Okay? And this is going to continue. Doesn't matter the date. It's not the 1st to the 30th or 31st. It is simply the past 29 days. All right? So what happens if you're paused you go out of town? Okay? So let's just say you get paused because you are going out of town the rest of this week. So you see this one's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We're going to move this one 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So, but you were paused, right? So you didn't take any leads right here because you are on the beach somewhere. All right. But now you have this availability, right? This is an additional amount. So there's none to be picked up here. There's one to be picked up there. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Well, you're saying, but Deanna, I was paused for the last week. Why didn't more of my leads drop off? Well, because in those days, in the previous 30-day window, you hadn't taken any. So see, there's lots of variables, but hopefully this will help you to better understand rolling 30 and how we look at it from a reporting perspective. So here's another scenario for you. Agent Sally starts taking leads on this day of the month. Now, she's a hustler, so she gets started taking leads and jumps out of the gate with 4 leads on day 1. All right, let's go ahead and block off so we know where our 30 days will end. So this is day 1. This would be day 30. You're welcome to count back through those blocks again if you'd like on your own. So let's say she takes 4 leads day 1. Day 2, she takes another 4 leads. It was a busy weekend. Now, maybe she doesn't take any Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday, she takes 4 leads. Okay, she's now at 4, 8, 12 leads, right? We know that she's going to cap out at 20. All right, maybe on this day, she takes 5 leads. So she's now at 17 leads. And on this day, she takes 3 more leads. What's going to happen after this day? You're right, she's going to be capped because she's hit her 20 leads. So now she's paused for the remainder of those 30 days because we have to wait for the day 1 to fall off. So now Sally is freaking out, right? Because she can't take any leads because she is paused. Now, what happens when the next day, so day 31 happens, right? This moves to here, and she now has how many available leads? 4. So she now has 16 leads, okay, that she can take here or spread it out. Let's say she doesn't take any there, and we move to the next day. She now has another 4 available leads. So how many does she have now in her 30 days? 12. All right. Now, let's say she still doesn't take any on this day, and our 30-day window moves. How many does she have available on that day to add to this number? None, right? Because she didn't take any that day in the previous month. So she's still at 12. So she could take a lead in here because she has 8 available, but she's not going to have a lead open up on that day. Make sense?